What's up, everyone? Mr. New2Gamer back with another Call of Duty World War II commentary, and today we're doing something really different. We're playing Hardpoint, which is Hardpoint with zombies. It's really fucking cool. If you guys haven't played it before, I think you guys should definitely check it out. They just added this game mode in. They had it before, like a couple years ago. They had like a dead whatever community event they had going on a couple years ago. But we haven't seen the game mode for a while, and they just brought it back. So if you haven't played Hardpoint before, you have a copy of World War II, you should get on that shit right now, because just look at this gameplay. It's so fucking fun. It's so intense. It's probably my favorite, like, special game mode in Call of Duty. You know, like those game modes that show up for a bit, but then go away. This is probably my favorite game mode that's, like, part of a special event, definitely. I mean, it's really fun. I actually like it better than regular hardpoint because I'm not much of like of a hardpoint or objective player, but adding in the zombies in makes it really interesting. So yeah, in case you guys don't notice, I haven't been playing a lot of Cold War lately. I'm only making a video talking about Cold War in the title and not actually having Cold War gameplay. I think that tells you a lot about what I think about that game. But we're going to talk a little bit about Cold War because, yeah, I've been really negative about the game, and you guys know all the problems I have with it, with the skill-based matchmaking, the awful score streak system that rewards people for getting a negative KD. They could still get an attack chopper, you know, like shit like that. That's really annoying. And the score streak values are way too high. It's just shit that really annoys me that I can't stand. That I have to take a break. I can't play this game, even though I spent $60 on it. I can't keep doing it. So in its current state, Cold War, in my opinion, is not very playable. I'd rather pick up Call of Duty Ghosts again than go back to Cold War, honestly. Like, that's how I feel about Cold War right now. But I will say that there's still hope. There's still hope that Cold War can eventually become a great game. Case in point, the game that we have right now, Call of Duty World War II. World War II, for like the first 6 months of its life cycle, was fucking hell. It was honestly one of the worst Call of Duty games ever made in its initial state. But what happened over time? Sledgehammer actually listened to what we had to say, and they fixed most of the problems that the game had, especially with the divisions, with the health regeneration. That was another thing, and there were a lot of balancing problems that the game had. And guess what? They actually fixed most of the issues. There are a few things that they didn't fix, like the sniping is still ridiculous in World War II. The flaming shotgun is way OP. Like, the shotguns in any Call of Duty game are overpowered. We don't need a fucking flaming shotgun. They still had that shit in there, and it was so annoying. So, yeah, the game, you know, World War II is not perfect by any means, but Sledgehammer, you gotta give them props. They actually listened to what we had to say. They actually fixed a lot of the problems that the game had. And, unironically, World War II became one of my favorite Call of Duty games. At least my favorite 8th gen Call of Duty. I don't know about, you know, if I had to list my top 5 Call of Duties of all time, I think World War II would be a really close contender for, like, the number 5 spot. Like, I'm not going to say, like, it's on par with Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2, but it's still a really fucking good game. And it wasn't always that. Like, that's the thing, though. Like, it wasn't always a good game. And there's another game I can think of that actually improved over time, but I think for a lot of people it was too little too late. I'm thinking about Black Ops 4, which was the last game I played on my channel. Yeah, I'm just avoiding Cold War as best as I can, even though that might not be good for my channel because that's the hot game right now. I'm not going to play something I don't like. Maybe I'll get a Call of Duty Cold War gameplay in the next week just to say that I played it and just so you guys, you know, can have that. But I think I'm going to focus on older Call of Duty games because the thing about Call of Duty these days is that you buy the fucking game new. It's not like what it used to be where you bought the game and it was pretty much a complete experience where you bought the game and it was more or less finished. I mean, yeah, you still had problems with balancing. I mean, that would happen a lot. Like when Modern Warfare 2 back in 2009, you had the ridiculous 1887 akimbo where you can shoot them from, like, as far as I am right now from those zombies. I could take them out with the 1887. Like, ridiculous shit. And, you know, that game never got fixed, really. But it still was a really good game. But, yeah, I mean, no Call of Duty game was perfect at launch. I will say that. And you guys can notice that my Xbox is almost going to crash because I can't handle all the shit going on at once. That's so funny. But Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what the Call of Duty experience, the modern COD experience is. You pretty much pay $60, now $70 to be a glorified beta tester because that's what you're doing. They release these games unfinished, broken, because now we have online games as a service. It's a whole gimmick so that they have an excuse to release a game unfinished. And it still has all these problems and everything that they didn't fix during its development. Now, as a live service, the game is still in development even after launch. And it's caused so many problems, not just in Call of Duty, but the whole gaming industry. But it also has its benefits, right? Because it gives the opportunity for these games to improve over time. I mean, there's so many FPS games that were fucking terrible when they came out. Not just Black Ops 4 and World War II that did get better over time. And Black Ops 4 really didn't become a great Call of Duty. They just fixed the microtransactions. That was the big thing that they fixed with Black Ops 4. It wasn't really a great game, in my opinion. But World War II, they did make a lot more substantial changes. So, there's a chance that with Call of Duty, with the Cold War game, that they can, do what they did with World War II, what Sledgehammer did, and actually make improvements and fix the game, tone down the skill-based matching. But at the same time, how many problems did Modern Warfare have, right? Modern Warfare had so many problems, and they never fixed most of them. I mean, why do we have kill streaks and objective modes for that fucking game? It makes no sense, because people are just going to camp, and they're going to be too scared to play the objective. That's one thing. The skill-based matchmaking was fucking awful in Modern Warfare. I feel like it's worse in Cold War, but no, they never toned it down for Modern Warfare, so I don't expect them to tone it down. And my Xbox almost crashed again. I don't expect them to tone it down in Cold War, and that's the big thing holding it back, but it's such an easy fix. Fucking tone down the SBMM, change that score streak system to make it a little bit better. I don't hate it as much as I thought I did. I feel like the score streak system and the skill-based matchmaking, they make a bad combination. I feel like if you didn't have SBMM and you had the new score streak system, it wouldn't be so bad. But, maybe I'm being a little bit too optimistic that this game will be better. Because at the end of the day, they never fixed Modern Warfare. The MP5 is still the most used weapon in that game, right? So people are complaining about the MP5 in Cold War. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't fix it, because if it's funny, they've been making Call of Duty games for almost 20 fucking years now, and they still don't know how to make a well-balanced game. I don't get that, but that's where we stand. I'd like to be optimistic, though, because, I mean, the way I feel about Cold War right now is pretty much how I felt about World War II back then, and now I can't get enough of World War II. It's like probably my most played Call of Duty game at this current moment. I have so much fun playing it. It's fucking amazing, and I find it weird. Sledgehammer is the best COD developer right now. Compare them to Infinity Ward and Treyarch, and I don't know how I didn't see that guy in the corner. I'm fucking retarded, but I find it annoying that Sledgehammer has become the greatest COD developer, and as soon as that happened, they take Sledgehammer off the fucking development cycle, and now it's just Infinity Ward and Treyarch. I'm gonna hope and pray that Treyarch fixes their shit like Sledgehammer fixed theirs, and they actually make Cold War a better game. But with what Infinity Ward did to Modern Warfare, I wouldn't be surprised if the game just stays shit for a full year. But when you look at COD World War II, or even outside of Call of Duty, look at Rainbow Six Siege. That game ended up a lot better than it was at launch. I mean, at launch, the game, the first year of its life cycle, it was bad. Rainbow Six Siege was not a good game, but over time, it got a lot better. Maybe the same thing will happen for Cold War. I hope, but I guess only time can tell. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you want more content, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.